What is going on, guys? It's Jake back at it again. In case you guys were wondering where I was, I actually took a trip to see my dad to Green Bay. I live about an hour from Chicago, so it was like a five and a half hour drive. But I saw my dad for a couple days, hung out, talked, had a few beers, just discussed stuff. So I have been gone, but I am back, guys, here to do another beer review. Now, today I have, and I was planning, like I told you guys I'm doing this, I have the Grapefruit Sculpin. And here you go. So the Grapefruit Sculpin, to me, is probably, I've had it many times. This is probably my least favorite Sculpin out of all of them. I like the original Sculpin best, and then the pineapple, and then this. This used to be probably my favorite beer, but the more I tried other beers, the more I started to realize this beer is not as balanced. But it's a great beer overall, so that's why I wanted to give you guys a review, because this is a beer you guys definitely need to try. So again, like before, this is Ballast Point from, I believe, San Diego. Yes, San Diego, California. 7% alcohol, so if you guys are going to drink a couple of these, again, be careful. This beer, I want to say it's not really, again, it's not a balanced beer. It's overpowered with grapefruit. So if you don't like grapefruit, then there's no point in you watching this video. This beer is just sheer grapefruit bitterness juice. With these guys, what I like is that instead of just using like the rind, the peel, and all that, these guys actually put the juice inside their beer, so you're tasting straight grapefruit juice. So it is a little stronger. Anyone who's had a glass of grapefruit juice basically knows that it's very bitter, and a lot of people add sugar to it, and it's got that tardiness. So again, if you don't like that, you're out of luck, guys. So let's get right into this beer. So yeah, the trip was pretty good. As I've said before, my parents recently got separated. They're not legally divorced, but they're legally separated right now. And basically, I haven't seen my dad in about a year almost. I've seen him hold on, this beer's overflowing, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I opened this beer and just started overflowing on me, guys. So sorry about that. But basically, I haven't really seen him or talked to him, like a full-blown conversation, in almost a year. Basically, my parents were living together in Wheaton, and then my dad, basically just couldn't do it. They got their own issues. So my dad right now is living by Green Bay. He's living in Sturgeon Bay, which is not too far. It's probably like 20 minutes from Green Bay. But it's literally the boonies out in the middle of nowhere, but he's got basically a lake house and a boat, and his friend has a few jet skis there, and obviously it was kind of like the winter, so the whole lake was frozen, but there were people ice fishing, and it was really cool. It reminded me of a small town out by almost Alaska when you think about the Alaskan TV shows that you see, on like Discovery, just those small towns. And it was nice to get out. It was nice metaphorically almost like turn the phone off for a few days and kind of just relax. I really needed that with everything going on. But it was nice. It was nice. I had a good time. We caught up. I got to see my dogs that I basically raised. He's doing okay. So that's just where I've been. But it was an okay trip. So anyways, it looks like I have about a finger of head, depending on how I put my finger. Nope, yeah, about a finger ahead. So this beer, it's not outdated, but it's probably been sitting on the shelf for quite some time. Let's get a sip on this and let you guys know how it is. Oh yeah, right off the bat, just grapefruit and pine. Okay, so grapefruit, pine, hops, and I was gonna say lemon, but I feel that's more of the taste of this beer. Again, I've had this beer many times, so I kind of know everything about it. So let's get a sip and see how this goes, guys. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, it's sour. I'm not a big fan of sour beers, but This is probably going to be the most sour I'll go to. I mean, there are actual sour ales out there. I'm not a fan of that kind of beer. If you are, good for you, man. I can't drink that shit. I just can't. But very sour, very tarty. It's refreshing, but it's very sour. I can see myself having a couple of these and then, wanting a couple bottles of water. And beer, usually will do that to you, but with this beer specifically, it just makes me almost more thirsty. You guys know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That was right. So you can't smell the lemon. I personally can't. You can taste it in there. Woo, you can taste it easily. Grapefruit, pine, lemon, hops. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, yeah. It was just a little citrus. I mean, there's the lemon, but, kind of like that orange citrus. Okay, so I mean, that's just not a bad beer. If you're looking for grapefruit, you're looking for some citrus, a little orange, a little lemon, you like hoppiness, and if you're like me and you love pine, I mean, it basically has everything you want. I would say it's a good mixture of stuff, but it's not balanced well. So some flavors are going to overpower the others and make it not as well of a beer. So I'm telling you, if they made this beer differently, if it was well balanced, this would be ranked a lot higher than I would. I mean, this beer would even be maybe an 8 or 9 beers out of 10. But so far, I'm not feeling that off this. Whew, again, just the smell. It's strong. This is a beer that's gonna make you make that face. Too many of those might not be a good thing for your stomach. Definitely have something in your stomach if you're gonna be sipping on this beer for a while. But the one thing about their beer, and this is a good thing, and this is all Sculpins, I love the crispness of this beer. It's a crisp beer, it has a really strong bite, and it's refreshing. When obviously I'm gonna do it and look stupid, but I don't care. It's like, when you're hot and you want a refreshing beer during the summer and it just cleans the palate. It's exactly what this beer is doing. So it does have its ups. Don't get me wrong. This is a great beer. It's better than a ton of other beers that I've had. Easily like 10 beers I can count off my hand. I've had better, not as good as this beer. I was almost going to get the Torpedo Extra today from Sierra Nevada and do a review, but I think this beer, I know it's completely different. This beer is a lot better than that beer. I've had it before. I mean, I think I still made the right decision. Even though this beer is pricey, which brings me to my last thing. And I will have to mark this beer down for it. I paid today, it's like 17, close to $17 for a 6 pack. And I'm a smoker, so, I got a pack of cigarettes. And, I mean, it was almost $30 for just a 6 pack and a pack of cigarettes, which is a lot of money. I mean, I don't drink every day, but I mean, shit, man, like that's still, 30, that takes up a lot. So to be that overpriced and to have this beer not as well balanced as it is, it's kind of disappointing. But either way, it's a great beer. I'm gonna enjoy it. I want you guys to enjoy it. So I'm gonna have to give this beer seven, 7 beers. This is 7 beers out of 10. I want to say 8, but I can't because it's not as well balanced, like I've said a million times. When you have the pineapple Sculpin, yes, it is overpowered with pineapple. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. If they had a flavored kind, it's going to be like that. But it tasted a lot better. It went down smoother. I think that's what this is missing. It goes down smoother because this is just, I don't know, maybe you could mess up grapefruit, but you can't mess up pineapple that much. I don't know. I mean, that might be it. Pineapple might be just, stronger in a certain flavor. But when you have something like this that can be sour, and you mess with that sourness and it's not perfect, that could That can kind of mess stuff up. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So I will give this a 7 out of 10. Again, it's not a bad beer. The pros to this beer: it's piney, has grapefruit. So if you like West Coast, type IPAs, you're gonna like this beer. It does have the citrus. It has all the things you want. But the condoms is just not balanced right. So you can't really go wrong with this beer. If you're looking for a go-to beer, this would be fine. This would be good. I've actually, I don't have many friends who drink craft beer, but I've introduced it to someone before who doesn't like craft beer, and him and his friends all tried it. They all loved it. So it's still really good beer, guys. I would definitely go and get it. So that is my review. Thank you for watching. I am not sure if I did a review yet on Firestone Union Jack. I might have. It's been a while, so I'm gonna go back and look. I got some of that too, so I might do a review tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. Don't want to drink too much, so I will let you guys know. But I will be back. I have been gone, so that is why I haven't made videos. I wasn't gonna pull out all my technological stuff and bring it 6 hours up north. Plus I was up north. Enjoy Wisconsin, enjoy the animals and the nature and all the stuff. All you people from Wisconsin who eventually will see this, you know what I'm talking about. I love that shit. Definitely love driving through Milwaukee. I mean, if I could move to Milwaukee, I would rather live in Milwaukee versus Chicago any day of the week. Yeah, there are some things in Chicago that are just better, but man, Milwaukee's what's up. Again, I know that's not where my dad was. My dad was out in the middle of nowhere, but I go through Milwaukee like I always do every time I go to Wisconsin, just where I'm at. And man, I love Wisconsin. And this one guy, I want to bring this up to you guys. Okay, so we went to a store. After we ate and we did some grocery shopping, my dad wanted to go and get me, some craft beer and just, trying to bomb whatever. And, we were waiting in line, we were talking to the dude, and the guy was really old, a really nice guy who worked at the liquor store. All they had was some Two Hearted, so I just grabbed that. Yeah, they did have that cow beer, Spotted Cow. They had Spotted Cow, but personally, guys, I do not care for that beer. That beer makes me sick. I don't like it. It was a couple years ago, so maybe, I like it if I try it again, but I just won't bother. But anyways, we were getting stuff. My dad always wears Chicago stuff, just up and down. I think I got it from him. And basically, there's this guy waiting in line, and so when we were talking to the clerk guy, and he was ringing stuff up, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Chicago," and he could really relate. And we were talking about stuff, and this guy just walked up and was like, "Just so you guys know, around here, Illinois is the asshole in the Midwest." And I just started cracking up. I'm not gonna, take it as an insult and be a little sensitive person. He was obviously making a joke, but it's true. It's really true. It was nice being in Wisconsin, but it's expensive here. It's overpopulated. People are rude. I really see the differences after being in Wisconsin for a little bit. And then coming back here and just being all the differences, it's like, man, I want to go out in the middle of nowhere, just chill and hang out. Obviously you'd have to, make a great lifestyle because all we do is drink up there and you can't do that. That's not good. But man, just that lifestyle being out there compared to the city life and all the people and the crap you deal with, it's so nice just to have a break. So I really needed it. Plus, I have a lot of stuff going on, which I'll probably get into later, like I've told you guys. I'm starting school again in a couple days. I changed my program. I was doing business management, like you guys know, and then now I'm doing counseling and therapy. I want to be a therapist and help people. I was going to be a business person, but the more I know about business, I'm good at it. The more I know about business, the more there's going to be people in therapy because business is just, it's broad, but it's just a cutthroat industry, and a lot of people end up having depressing lives, and I just don't want to go down that route. It's not my main cause, but, that's one of them. It's the spirituality that really, really hit it. That's for another video, so I'll let you guys go. Thank you for watching. Hit a like, hit a subscribe. You guys know I really need it. But to my subscribers, thank you, and I will keep making videos. This is Jake, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.